working together to move the safety needle in the right direction. The start of this summer saw an all-hands-on-deck mentality with police and community leaders looking for new ways to stop the gun violence.
And new numbers suggesting that approach is paying off. WLWT News 5 investigative reporter Todd Dykes now digging into the stats tonight and has a lot more for us. Hi, Todd.
Hi, Mike and Shreya. First of all, let me say that Rachel's important reporting a moment ago underscores the complexity of solving certain crimes. That's one issue, but I can tell you that there is some encouraging news when it comes to the number of people getting caught in the crosshairs of bullets in general. Downward trends are always best, and so far this year, the city has seen a drop in the number of people who've been shot.
Next thing you know, you hear popped gunshots.
Summertime in Cincinnati has, in years past, proved challenging for people who want to put an end to gun violence. Some say soaring temps help escalate what start as simple disputes. Others blame a lack of opportunity, especially for teenagers who manage to get their hands on lethal weapons.
A lot of times the idle mind plays tricks and it can lead to disruptive behavior.
Derek Rogers doesn't play the blame game. He's mission driven to help people stay safe in his role as director of the Urban League's Community Partnering Center. This summer, Rogers has seen a surge in the number of people and groups exploring different ways to keep the peace.
You have a lot of people just coming together and trying to problem solve to come up with the best practices to help reduce gun violence.
Those practices include encouraging neighborhood councils to develop safety plans and a move back in the cold of February to blanket Government Square with adults willing to engage with students getting off Metro buses, students who in some cases were causing trouble. They're practices that have been paying dividends from January until now. Compared to the same year-to-date time frame in 2023, Cincinnati has seen a more than 4% drop in overall shooting victims. And in the past 7 months, there's been a 50% drop in the number of juvenile shooting victims versus the same time frame last year. Based on the many conversations he's had with residents, Rogers isn't surprised.
If you go into some of the communities where gun violence is high and you talk to some of the residents, you talk to some of the stakeholders, they're just tired. They're tired of the gun violence, and now they're trying to make a stand.
Now, a police spokesman told me earlier today just how important it is for more people to be engaged in the process of trying to reduce gun violence. Derek Rogers, who you just heard from, knows that it's no time to let up. In fact, he says advocates are going to meet in the coming days to talk about showing out in force when Cincinnati public school students are back in class starting next month, and many of them will be taking Metro buses, once again going to Government Square to catch their bus. You can be sure that advocates like Derek Rogers and others will be there to greet them. For now, reporting live tonight, Todd Dykes, WLWT News 5.
All right.